Hello, my name is Valedictorian. To begin this speech, I would like to thank all of the people who have helped us get here today. First off, our teachers, namely Ms. Parces, Mr. Jenson, Mr. Hakan, Mr. Abdullah, Mr. Ali, Ms. Marjan, Coach R, and even Ms. Houston, and all of the other teachers we've had in previous years. I will talk about each one in a little more detail later. Secondly, the administrators, namely Mr. Kochek, Ms. Saadet, and Ms. Jagdeo. Third, our parents, our grandparents, our siblings, and any other family members and friends who helped us get here today. Without all of you, we would not be here today, so I thank you. I started at Sonoran Science Academy Broadway in the 2nd grade. It was the first year that this camp had opened after being remodeled from a fitness center. I remember coming into the school and seeing everything so shiny and new. We had a teacher named Miss Gregory, and 2 of the students who are here today, namely Ishmael and Ian, were with me in that class. I remember our field trip to the zoo, where we got to go behind the scenes and shovel out the giraffe stalls. Lots of fun. Okay. In 3rd grade, we were in Miss Jahan's class, and were joined by Sarah McDuffie, who just spoke, Mona, Aya, and Yuritsa. I remember learning a song about the 50 NIF of the United States, which I still use today to remember all of the states. In 4th grade, we were in the great Miss Houston's class, and Miss Houston is here today, which is amazing. We learned so much about Arizona history. This included a presentation of cowboy songs and square dancing. Lots of fun. For me personally, I remember this year, as it was when I was first allowed to join the math club, which has been a big part of my life the last few years. In 5th grade, we were in Miss Barnett's class. It was her first year of teaching. We were joined by Catherine and Norm. I will never forget the field trip where we were in the freezing rain trekking through mud at the Renaissance Festival. 6th grade began our middle school years. We met Mr. Jenson, Mr. Abdullah, and Ms. Parces, who are still our teachers to this day. Well, some of us met Ms. Parces before, but I'm going to say this. Mr. Jenson has a fun teaching style, which includes educational games such as Jeopardy and Hot Seat. He constantly reminds us how history is a bunch of names and dates and dead people. Mr. Abdullah oversaw the many years of our science fair projects and started the science demo fair at our school, which is pretty new, kind of cool. Ms. Parces began as our Spanish and computer teacher in 6th grade, but soon became our great language arts teacher. She oversaw our spelling bees, language fair, and analogy contests, and also taught us how to get our ideas across effectively when we write, which is a very important skill to have. 7th grade brought the addition of Shane, Sarah Morales, Jeremy, Mustafa, Azza, and Fatima. And Fatima would later take the role of student council president, very important role. Mr. Hakan joined our school and coached our math team to an Arizona State Math Counts Championship. He also made amazingly delicious food while we were taking some practice math tests. Our class took a field trip to the State House and Senate buildings in Phoenix. This year we have some new faces, including Raya, Savannah, and Ella. Mr. Ali taught us the ins and outs of computers, as well as how to read for a complete hour in computer class. Okay. I never had Miss Marjan as a Turkish teacher, but I've heard she uses movies dubbed with Turkish to teach. I think that's a pretty cool way to learn a language. I was also impressed that she and Miss Saadet took the time out of their day to come watch our regional math counts competition. I really appreciated that. Coach R showed us that there is more to PE than dodgeball and foursquare. Although many times while we were following her instructions, doing hundreds of burpees, mountain climbers, and running sprints around the parking lot, we wish we could go back to the good old days. She was also a great character education teacher. We had some great field trips, including a history reenactment and the Castles and Coasters amusement park up in Phoenix, although I could not tell you how either of them went. As most of you know, I am a total sports fan. Okay, all right, maybe that's a lie. But a quote that I found inspirational is by Dan Bilsma, a hockey player for the Mighty Ducks. He says that it takes 3 things to succeed: talent, perseverance, and hard work. And he says that the greatest of these is not talent. When I was in 4th grade, our old math coach, namely Mr. Yalcin, had heard that I might be good at math. He had me take the entrance exam for the math club. I came close, but did not get the score needed for entrance into the club, generally. He could have just said, "Too bad, you're just not that talented," and my math career would have ended before it had even began. But instead, he took a chance on me, and with his help, I was able to persevere and work hard to get better. Now I am able to do well at a national level. In other words, in the beginning I had little talent, but was willing to persevere and work hard to become successful. We are a class of many different talents. We have dancers, artists, musicians, athletes, scientists, writers, and mathematicians, to name a few. But much more importantly is that we have learned how to persevere and work hard. This is what will help all of us to achieve our goals. I want to show you something. This is something that I made in early elementary school and have had hanging in my room all these years. As the Sonoran Science Academy Broadway 8th grade class of 2015 leaves here today to begin our high school journeys, I think we should all remember the wise words of the great philosopher Christopher Robbin to Winnie the Pooh. Promise me you will always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. I wish the best of luck to you all. Thank you.